Hi, my name is Mike. I'm from Atlas Ceramics. I'm here today down in our warehouse in our particular display area. These displays are put up in shops so that people can choose their tiles. This is an active warehouse, so you will hear some noises, so I do apologise about that. This range that we're tiling today is called Asher, Blanco and Ochre. All of the products that I mentioned today will be available on our website, and they will be mentioned all below. The common question today is being asked is how do I mix up grout and how do I grout? So we're going to grout this board and we're going to mix up some grout. So what do we need to actually prepare ourselves ready for grouting? First thing to do is to make sure your tile area, whether or not it's on an upright wall or on the floor, is clean of wax or anything like that. Now wax is usually put on the tiles just to protect them from rubbing and marking. So I'm happy with everything on this display here. It's all clean and tidy and dry. So first of all, I'm going to need a bucket. I've added some water already to mix up the grout, and I've got a bucket trowel as well to actually mix it all up. I'm going to need a bag of grout of our chosen colour, which is white today. Because it just mixes well with both of those colours. You can use lots of different colours. In this particular range we have about 12, and we have another range called Caracol, Fugabella colours, and there's about 50 different colours there, so you can really go wild on the choice of colours. The working time on this is 20 to 30 minutes. Its set time is about 2 hours. It's frost resistant, it's flexible. Also got this Pure Clean technology, which is anti-stain. So of course the whiteness of this grout can last for many years. And my example is, as long as you keep your tiles clean, you just need to go around with a towel with your nail and just when it's all wet and just rub it, and that takes out all the dirt, the surface dirt, because the grout will be clean. Then I need a bucket full of water and with a hydro cleaning sponge, which is all ready to wash off the grout. And most importantly, I'm going to need a grout float. Sometimes people, because the grout is a little bit coarse, it might be an idea to wear some gloves, but today I'm not going to wear any gloves. So let's get started then. Right, okay, so we're going to start off by mixing up the grout. As I mentioned earlier, we've got some water in the bucket and we've got a mixing trowel. You always put the water in first, it stops the dust from coming up. We've got our chosen colour of grout, so we're just going to put a bit in. Remember, you can always add more in as you go along, but you can't take it out, of course. So we're just going to put some in now. Just going to try that first of all. Okay, so it's going well. Put a bit more in. Starting to come together now. Now the most important thing with regards to mixing grout or any sort of modern adhesives or grout is making sure that you mix it well. And the reason you want to mix it well is because what you're doing is you're breaking down the polymers within the actual grout itself. Okay, so it's really important also to get it smooth. So we're going to be mixing for a little while just to get that consistency right and break down the actual polymers and the adhesive within the grout itself. All right, so we're going to add a bit more yet. It's not quite there. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. Okay, and as you start, it looks a little bit dry, but as you start mixing it, it will start to break down and become smooth as a paste. You can always add a little bit more water, but don't add too much because we're coming to the end now. So as I said, keep mixing until you get a nice, consistent, smooth paste. Now, I always refer it, customers say, well, what consistency do I mix it up to? My view is it's just like cake mixture. So as long as it holds on to your back of it when you turn upside down, then you're about there. Not too runny and not too dry that it won't go in. Because of course, if it's too hard, then when you try to push it into the joints, it's not actually going to go back in deep. So then when you have a shower or you're using it for any water areas, the water then, there may be a little pinprick hole where the actual water can get inside it. All right. So if it's too runny, then what happens, it sinks into it well, but then on the surface, it washes off. So you don't get a nice full joint. And the purpose of having a full joint with it right up to the surface is so that when water runs on it, it just washes straight off and the dirt, and it doesn't sort of sit in there. All right, we're nearly about there now. Okay, So there we go. So now what I'm going to do is move on to the grout float. Okay, the grout float is basically a rubber sort of sealer or float that actually then can easily push the grout into the actual joints itself. Got two parts to the grout float. You've got a very flat edge here. That is so you can get it really into sort of sharp corners if you're doing the corner of the room. And then the other area, of course, is more rounded when you're just going into the main areas. All right. So first of all, let's get a bit of this grout out and we'll put it onto the surface. Now what we're trying to do here is actually get to the joint and then push the grout into the actual joint itself. So what we're going to do now is go on to the rest of the actual board itself. So push it into the areas where the grout needs to go in, the gaps, or where you've put the spacers or the gap into it, and then push it really into deep so you have no actual pockets of holes or anything. All right, so what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to finish the rest of this board, and then I'm going to come back to actually taking off most of the grout, surface grout, to clean the board up. Okay, most important tip when you're grouting, don't do a big area. Okay, do little small areas that are controlled. That way the grout won't go off, you won't go ahead too far. So I've just done a little area so you can see there's a lot of grout, but normally I wouldn't leave this amount. I'll be clearing it as I go along. So this is now, I'm just going to clear it off. The main thing is just to see how you can push down real hard and then it takes it off the surface. And what I'm also looking for is any areas the joints haven't been filled. The more you get off on this will be easier when you start to wash off. I'm starting to feel it going off because it's sticking into the onto the main tile, so it's starting to go. So you can see that there, see how it's starting to turn to dust. So that means the joints are going to be good. Now normally I would sort of stop and then let it dry, and then you can then just feel the dampness in there, making sure it's not leaving anything onto your finger. All right, so as this is now starting to go off, it's a hot day today, that's why it's done a little bit quicker. It's also just a small area. So what I'm going to do now is just to start to gently take off the actual surface grout and wash it down. Okay, so as I said, I've got a bucket of water with a hydro sponge. So the main thing with this is to wring the water out. If you leave water left onto the actual sponge itself, it's just going to wash out the grout more. And as I mentioned earlier, it's about leaving the grout joints full. Okay, so full. And what you're doing now is you're going to do it at an angle. You don't want to be going down in a line because again, you're washing the joints out. So it's at an angle. Put your sponge down and pull towards you. One stroke and again. Okay, I'm going to rinse it back out again. So we're washing out the grout of the sponge. So you can see the grout's going off because it's starting to be a little bit harder to wash it off. As I've mentioned, at an angle. So it's starting to come off now. Let's do the edges, do it the other way. I'll just get the water back again, just to rinse off again. Now what will happen is we're going to leave this to actually set completely. Remember the set time was about 2 hours. So we're going to leave it to dry, and then what we're going to do is then buff it off. You buff it off with a white cloth. You don't want a green or any colours in there because the pigments from those sort of towels, etc., could actually go into the grout itself. When you're buffing it off, you're just really polishing and taking the surface dust off to bring back that shine again, which we'll demonstrate later on in the video. Right, well, I'm really pleased with that, looking great. So as I say now, what I'm going to do is now leave that to dry, and then we're going to buff that off.
So unfortunately we lost Mike's audio during the recording, but I'm just going to explain basically what he's doing. So the first thing he's doing is he's just checking that the grout is dry by making sure it's turned into like a dust. And then he checks the grout and makes sure it's not wet. Now, traditionally you want to use a white cloth, but we didn't have one to hand, and these have been used so many times they're not going to expel any colour out onto the grout. So now what you need to do is just buff all the dust off, and you want to make sure you don't disturb any of the grout joints. If you're struggling and you come across any stubborn grout, then click on the card in the top right corner to watch our video on how to remove stubborn grout. Thank you for watching the video. If you found it useful, please like and subscribe, and let us know how you got on in the comments below.